Hello everyone, Miss Ryan here. Whew, what a Monday. So we were on spring break last week. So teacher friends, you know what it's like. We actually did not have a bad time. We went up to Hard Rock, Seminole, Hollywood, Florida, and saw Gary Clark Jr. It's been a day for my boyfriend, and then we went over to my dad's house and spent the week with him. My boyfriend actually asked his permission for my hand in marriage, so that will be coming at some point. So kind of exciting. We had to drive back Saturday through all of the smoke. If you have not paid attention, pretty much the Homestead area was on fire, Key Largo area, so that was fun. So we have not had internet for a bit. Also, just so you guys know, down here internet is hit and miss, so a lot of times if I'm going to grade assignments, I will just print them. Especially, we like to travel up and down the Keys, and internet here is hit and miss. So that's why it's really important to have your name on your paper, have some type of heading. I'm not that picky whether it's ALA, MLA, a running, header, you know, whatever, just so I see it. But one person did email me back and say that it was on there under the title, so I probably was not looking in the center, so I do apologize. But make sure your names are in your papers. Obviously discussion posts don't matter, but the assignments I do print. For those of you that are wondering how I grade, nobody is, but just to kind of give you insight, I grade just like I always have. Like whenever my high schoolers wrote essays, I would make comments on them, and then we would sit down and have a discussion. So that way we can, you know, I can kind of be like, what were you thinking here, and this and that. So that's still how I have always graded, even at LSU. So I'll usually like copy and paste something from yours and make some type of comment, feedback, ask questions, those type of things. So you guys should have noticed that with assignment number 1. With assignment number 2, I have had a couple of questions, especially relating to the timeline. Luckily, if you have looked ahead, you'll notice that the assignments kind of build upon each other. So this one's really the first true course one. By the way, there were 6, I'm jumping around, it's a Monday. There were 6 students who have not completed discussion post 1 or assignment number 1. So 1 did respond saying that they were dropping, but the other 5, just know that for LSU and financial aid purposes, you have to get those done. I'm pretty lenient with flexibility, but I at least have to put something in. So if that applies to you, message me. Sorry, I did not want to forget that. So with assignment 2 coming up, the really questions I've had are on the timeline. So all of the modules kind of build upon each other, especially when you get to the last assignment, you'll use a little bit of everything that you've kind of done. So this is just an intro, so you do not have to actually create any marketing materials for this assignment. And then for the timeline, just kind of tell what you would do. So an example might be week 1, strategize, program. Week 2 might be submitting it for approval. Week 3 might be securing funding. Week 4 might be creating marketing materials. Now week 5, 6, 7, you know, however many weeks it takes, might be blasting social media. So putting it on Facebook, putting it on Instagram, putting it in grocery stores, at daycares, Mommy and Me, those type of things. And then your implementation, like how long will it take? Is it just one night? What type of follow-up are you going to do? So the outline is very vague. You don't need to have like April 15th, da, 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 da. You can just, you know, leave it weeks and leave it as simple as possible. I did have somebody else say that they put that question in the question and answer. I get emails. It comes to my watch, my phone. So those I'm instantly able to reply to. And honestly, I forget to check the Q&A. When I get home, I'm trying to check discussion posts because those are easier to grade, and then working on assignments. So if you guys have questions, email is the easiest, but sometimes other people can answer your questions faster. So the question and answer is a great spot. So I will go and put this answer in there as well. But for timeline, like I said, just keep it simple. You don't need to create the marketing materials for this one. You do for other ones. And you can just say like, how long do you think it'll take? Like how many days, how many weeks, and just kind of schedule it that way. So week 1, I really enjoyed your assignments. No big issues, like I said, the main thing was just names on papers or lack thereof for some. Other than that, I think everything's going well. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks, guys.